in a week, I'm going to have a chat with Herman about getting him a brother. Sierra rose from her crouch after one last scratch behind the kitty's ears. I really wish I could stay, but I've got to get to work. It's all right, I assured her. I'll see you later. Of course. Sierra pulled me into a hug. I'm so happy for you. Good luck, Ash. Kirsten took Sierra's place. She gave me an extra squeeze before she released me. If you need anything at all, I'll be at the shelter. Just give me a ring, okay? Will do. Feeling more centered, I took a deep breath and let it out through my nose. Thank you both for coming. Sierra and Kirsten left, leaving me a few precious minutes to myself. Well, to myself and a dozen semi-well-behaved felines. My customers, if I had any, could adopt any of the cats they saw, cats who would be helping them with their yoga poses. If no one showed up, I'd be failing not just myself, but these poor kitties as well. I double-checked to make sure the cats had clean litter and full water dishes before carrying a full trash bag out through the back door. The alley was blessedly quiet as I tossed the trash into the can, and I took a moment to just breathe before heading back inside. At the front of the studio, I checked the display of yoga mats and water bottles emblazoned with the Purrfect Pose logo, the silhouette of a cat doing the half-moon pose, to make sure everything looked okay. To the back of the studio, shirts with the same logo hung, all available for purchase. It had taken a lot of begging to get my mom to agree to make the shirts for me, and I was glad she'd given in because I thought they'd turned out great. My phone rang somewhere in the studio, and for a moment, my brain blanked on where I'd left it. I smacked my rear end where I usually kept it in my jeans pocket, but yoga pants didn't have pockets. I spun in a circle before I realized I could follow the sound. It led me to the tiny bathroom in the back where the phone sat on the edge of the sink from when I'd splashed water on my face earlier. A quick glance at the screen caused me to smile. Hey, Alexi, I said, answering. What's up? Did I interrupt you? My sister asked. You sound out of breath. I didn't think you started until 7. I don't. I've just been running around like a madwoman for the last 20 minutes, trying to make sure everything's ready. I should be there. Alexi, full name Alexandra Lee Branson, was my older sister by 4.5 years, and had succumbed to our mother's pressure to dedicate her life to Branson designs, which, I assumed, was where she was now. I can't believe Mom is acting like this. I can. I sighed as I walked to the large plate glass window that fronted the studio. I had to lean forward a little so I could look toward Branson Designs. A large fountain dominated the square where many of the businesses of Cardinal Lake, Ohio, were located. Downtown was sleepy at this time of morning, but sure enough, I could see Alexi standing outside the family business, which was directly across the square and a little to my right from my studio. She was holding her phone to her ear and gnawing on her thumbnail. I see you, I waved, though she wasn't looking. Alexi's head jerked up, and she leaned to see past the fountain before she returned the wave. It's all hands on deck here. Mom has turned into a dictator. She insisted everyone come in today, and we're required to remain until noon. No breaks outside the building. No early lunches. Convenient. I swear she's going to do everything in her power to make sure you fail. Alexi sounded as annoyed by it as I felt. Cecilia Branson cared about one thing and one thing only. No, make that 2, actually. Cecilia Branson and money. It's the only reason she'd given in on the shirts. It's probably better that you're not here, I said, stepping away from the window before our conversation somehow conjured Mom. I'm already nervous enough without an audience. Yeah, well, it sucks. Mom needs to grow up. There was a rustle, and then, faintly, I'm coming. Another rustle. I've been summoned. Usually, it's the demon who gets summoned, not the other way around. Alexi chuckled. Maybe I'll tell her you said that and see where it gets me.